Okay, one more, and then I'm gonna go to bed. What happens when the unhealed tries to love the healed? You ever meet someone whose peace makes you uncomfortable? Like they don't argue, they don't chase. What? They don't take your bait, they don't mirror your chaos. They just see you, and that's terrifying, right? Because deep down, you know they're everything that you said you wanted and everything that your unhealed parts resist. Let me put my phone down. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Now, when the unhealed tries to love the healed, it is not a love story, it's a revelation. You think you want them, but they're triggering all the parts of you that you've been avoiding. Their calm exposes your anxiety. Their boundaries expose your need for control. And their consistency exposes your chaos. You might even call them distant or cold or too spiritual. Because your nervous system doesn't know what to do with that kind of safety. You know what the crazy part is? They're not even judging you. They're holding space. But when you've built your identity around surviving, someone who has already healed can feel like a threat to the survival system that you worship. When you meet someone who's healed, your nervous system will panic. It just does. Healed energy doesn't play any old ass games. They don't chase when you pull away. They don't collapse when you withdraw. They don't confuse silence with punishment. They use it for clarity. And that scares the unhealed because you can't manipulate someone who has mastered self-love. You can't guilt trip someone who's done the shadow work. And you really can't breadcrumb someone who is nourished by solitude. That's me. So what happens? You try to break their peace is what happens. Not because you hate them, but because their peace makes you feel powerless. And your ego would rather be in control than be seen. Sit with that. But there's an opportunity here. And here's the divine plot twist. You didn't meet that healed person by accident. They showed up as a mirror. A glimpse of who you could become if you stop defending your pain. The healed one isn't here to judge you. They are here to activate you. To show you that love doesn't have to be earned through chaos. To teach you that silence does not mean disconnection. So if you do find yourself triggered by a healed person's peace, just pause. Ask yourself, what part of me feels unworthy of this calm? Because that's the doorway. That's where the healing begins. Not when you find someone who completes you, but when you finally stop fighting the parts of you that really need compassion. If you're the unhealed one, don't run away from the healed person. Learn from them. Watch how they move. Notice how they don't explain their boundaries. They just embody them. And how they don't need to prove their worth. It's how they radiate it. You have to let that inspire you, not intimidate you. Okay? And if someone healed ends up in your field, they are proof of what's possible. And the universe isn't going to show you alignment unless you're ready to rise into it. And healed people aren't better, they're just brave. They're brave enough to sit in their shadows long enough to see their light. And if you can love someone who's healed without resenting their peace, then you're already there. You're already there. Okay, now I'm going to go.